Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be walking you guys through the iRobot Roomba product lineup. We're going to be walking through all the different makes and models and going over their features so you can find the best RoboVac that will work for your needs and your budget. If you're interested in any of the RoboVacs mentioned in this video, they will be linked below. Now let's go ahead, let's jump right in and let's look at the product lineup. So you guys can see we got the product lineup right here in this nice and helpful chart, walking us through some key highlights for all of the products so we can easily compare them to one another at a glance. So at the right hand side, starting with the Roomba 614, this is going to be your budget friendly option. Then the features increase and so does the price point till we get to the top of the line Roomba S9 Plus or just S9. The difference between the Plus and the not Plus version is if you want that self-emptying base. That's what's going to happen with the S9 Plus, the i7 Plus, and the i3 Plus versus just the vacuum cleaner, the i3, the i7, or the S9. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about some of the key features and highlights. So on the left-hand side, you can see we have a bunch of different categories: 3-stage cleaning system, suction power, cleaning pattern, runtime, intelligent navigation, navigates obstacles and stairs, personalized cleaning recommendations, smart home connection, tangle resistant rubber brushes, high efficiency filters, connect to Braava Jet M6 robot mop, self-emptying base, clean by specific rooms or objects, create clean zones and keep out zones, specialized corner clean, and anti-allergen system. So let's start with the Roomba 614. Let's go through the features. You can see everything that's included with the 614 right here. So we have 3-stage cleaning system. We have standard suction power. We have adaptive cleaning pattern. So the adaptive cleaning pattern is true to its name. It's going to adapt to your environment, kind of like a bump and run. So it's going to run into things. It's going to navigate. That's how it's going to do it. It's not going to appear very logical or sensical. It's going to be pretty sporadic and random. So then you can see next up, we got runtime up to 90 minutes of battery life. We have intelligent navigation, and it navigates obstacles and stairs. You don't have to worry about it falling down the stairs or anything like that. Then guys, the next product, we make the jump up to the Roomba 675. So it's building off the 614, but you can see we have a couple of bonus features added right here. So we have personalized cleaning recommendations, and we have smart home connection. So now we can use our mobile device with the Roomba 675. If you ask me, that's definitely worth the increase in price point to get the Wi-Fi capabilities to really make your RoboVac smart. So that's where I'd point you towards at the budget side of things. Right here, the Roomba 675 hits that sweet spot. Then we have the Roomba E5. So now you can see we have an increase in premium 3-stage cleaning system versus just their regular. We have 5 times the suction power now compared to our original standard suction power. We still have the same adaptive cleaning pattern, same runtime, all the other same features, but now we pick up 2 more. So we pick up tangle resistant rubber brushes. If you have a lot of hair, pet hair in your house, that might be helpful to you. Then you can see we have a high efficiency filter. So that's the differences between the 675, the E5. They all continue to build on each other. I still think at this point, I would stick with the 675, or we're going to start making the jump up to the i3, i7, or the S9. So now we can look at the next one for you guys. It's the i3 Plus. So we have the same premium 3-stage cleaning system. Now you can see 10 times the suction power, or 2 times the E5 right there. We have our first cleaning pattern that's changed from adaptive to neat rows. So now we have neat rows cleaning pattern. That's important, guys. It's logical. It makes sense. It's going to basically, go around the perimeter, and then it's going to be able to start going back and forth in a logical, neat pattern. It's going to look just like the image you see right there. So it's going to make sure it's going to clean a lot more effectively than the adaptive cleaning. Now we have recharge and resume. So bye-bye to battery life. Doesn't really matter. So now it will just go back home, charge, and then resume cleaning. We have some mapping features now with intelligent navigation. That's going to help it be able to do the neat row cleaning right there. Then you can see everything else stays the same. So now you can see our new features right here. So now it can integrate with the Braava Jet M6 mop if you have that or want to get it in the future. And guess what? The i3 Plus now brings us to the self-emptying base, which is a huge feature in my opinion. Definitely worth investing in a RoboVac that has the self-emptying base. You want LiDAR navigation, you want Wi-Fi connection, you want the self-emptying base. Those are all great features. We won't see all those features until we get to our next item, which is the Roomba i7 Plus. This is going to give us much better navigation than the i3. So if budget is a concern, i3 Plus is probably going to be the one you want to stick with if you want to pick up that self-emptying base. If you don't care about that, you're going to still want to stick with the Roomba 675 in my opinion. If you want better navigation, stronger suction power, the neat rows, cleaning, a lot of great additional settings we're about to talk about, the i7 Plus hits that sweet spot. So you can see everything stays the same with the i3 until we get to the runtime. So we have smart charge and resume versus recharge and resume. So the difference there is it's smart enough to know where it ended to resume cleaning versus just going back home and then starting over to clean again with the i3. So that's where the Roomba i7 Plus has some differences right here. It's going to be the internal smarts is where you're going to start seeing things change, like smart mapping and visual navigation. This is going to have much better navigation than the i3 or any of the other previously mentioned Roomba vacs. That's really nice to have the visual navigation and smart mapping, which gives us then our custom cleaning options. So we can expand on that a little bit further. Down here, you can see the 2 additional dots that we pick up, 2 additional features: clean by specific rooms or objects, create clean zones, and keep out zones. So very, very useful to have that. Definitely worth justifying the price point increase from the i3. If you're going to go big or go home, you might as well go big and get that i7 Plus. So that is probably the best value if you want all of the best features today from a RoboVac. So that leaves us with one more RoboVac right here. It's the Roomba S9 S9 Plus. So what do we get when we go up to the top of the line Roomba today? We get superior 3-stage cleaning, 40 times with power boost technology, suction power. So 4 times better than the i7 Plus or the i3. You can see 40 times better than the standard suction power. Everything else stays the same as the i7, except the very bottom. We get our specialized corner clean. If that's a big thing for you with your house in the corners and how traditional RoboVacs work for you, then you're going to want to check out the specialized corner clean that the S9 has to offer. And if you're very sensitive to allergens and allergies, they have an anti-allergen system as well. So that's what you get with the top of the line one. You pick up the bottom 2 features right here, 40 times the suction power and superior 3-stage cleaning. So that is a quick look at all of their products. You can see their product lineups right there. Very helpful to have this chart to navigate which RoboVac you should land on depending on the features you want and your budget. So let me make you guys my final recommendations in regards to the iRobot Roomba RoboVacs that you see right here. First, if budget is an issue, just get the basic one. Do the 675, pick up the Wi-Fi. It's worth having to have those phone controls for your smart vac. If you want some better features, like obviously Wi-Fi still, but you want a self-emptying base and budget is of concern, then you're going to want to land on the Roomba i3 Plus. It's going to give you some mapping, better suction, and that nice self-emptying base right here with some future expansion. If you want to pair it someday with a Robo Mop, you're going to want to land with that i3 Plus. But if you can stretch your budget, you're going to want to get the i7 Plus. That's going to be the best value with the best features. If you ask me, out of everything listed right here that Roomba has to offer, it would be the i7 Plus. You get better navigation, great suction power. You get all those great features within the mobile app to control rooms. So you can set areas where you want it to clean or not want it to clean. That's what's missing from the i3 that you get with the i7. You get an upgraded navigation and those additional smart features that are definitely worth the money if you want to have one of the best experiences with a RoboVac today. That's what you want to look for. You want good navigation, good suction power, self-emptying base, and you want those smart room controls. That's really what you should be looking for in a RoboVac today, whatever brand, make, or model you land on. Obviously, if price isn't an issue and you want the best of the best because that's who you are, that's what you want, you're keeping up maybe with the Joneses, or you want to one-up your brother, sister, whatever, you want to land on the Roomba S9 Plus, then that will be beneficial if you're picky about corner cleaning, anti-allergens, and you're just not happy with most of the other RoboVacs that you've tried with suction power. It's going to be the Roomba S9 Plus for you. So that's a quick look, guys. So in summary, Roomba 675 if you're just wanting to get started and price is an issue, but you want a good, solid first choice. If you want to stretch that budget even further to pick up the self-emptying feature, which I highly recommend, that's going to be the i3 Plus. If you can, if you're not too concerned about price and you want the best overall value, that's going to be the i7 Plus. So it's those three: 675, i3 Plus, i7 Plus. Aim for the i7 Plus. If you can't afford it, you'll be very happy with the i3 Plus. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.